After my reaction to the trending voice note from that side chick in Worry to her lover's wife, a lady came into my DM and asked me a very important question. And I feel like she's not the only one with this opinion. There are people here listening to me that would also want to ask me this very question. Good day, my love. Please, I want to ask, if you are the one in that woman's shoe, what will you do? I am talking regards to the voice notes circulating. How do you treat side chicks, even if they live closer to your house or same office with your husband? They disrespect you. What will you do? I said I was going to try to answer this question as honestly as I can, so help me God. Now, if you've been following our story and the story of my marriage to my husband, you would know that I have been married to this singularly crazy man for the past 10 plus years. And by September, we would officially be married for 11 years. We have dated for 5 years. That in total is 16 years together. Now, let me give you a little story. I don't want to stress you too much. I don't want to drag you or waste your time, but there was a time I was in the university. I was still undergrad. And I went to a popular place in Calabar. And that place is called Marina Resort. I went there with my friend Emilia and her fiance at the time because they were not yet married. They're married now. Emilia, if you see this, what's up, baby? I know she will know the story. And when we went there, entering the place from where I was walking in, I saw a guy sitting down on a table, and the guy's back was to the entrance of this place. And the lady seated was facing the entrance. So the lady saw me and there was a reaction she gave. And when I looked, I'm like, why would this lady see me and react this way? I noticed that the person sitting facing her looks like my boyfriend. And from the view, the shape of his head and the clothes he was putting on, which of course he did not have too much clothes, I could tell that that was my boyfriend, now my husband. What did I do? I walked inside the place. I went towards him and I hugged him by the side. You know, when someone sits down, and I reached out and I tapped his shoulder. I was like, hello. And then I waved to the girl, hello. This girl was in a state of fly mode. Like she was ready to jump at the slightest provocation because she knew that this is my boyfriend. And she knew that they were in, I don't know, she was outside with someone else's man. And I don't know whatever story they were doing there, and I did not care. Now, when I greeted him, I told him, oh, I'm out here with Emil. We are going forward. Now, my husband, my boyfriend, now my husband, immediately started to try to explain to me why he's seated alone with a girl on this table, which looks like a date. By the way, he was trying to explain this situation in a way that it would appeal to me and would make me not to be angry. But I was 28 steps ahead of him. And with the way I grew up and the kind of pride I had, darling, I can never be at the mercy of any man. So when I saw this, I said, it's okay, it's okay. He even offered me a seat. Say, can you sit with us? I said, no. I have something to do with Emmy and her man. I had better go in front. And I left him behind. And I went to sit with my friend. We had some drinks. We had something light to eat. And the man said, let us change location. I knew the man was not comfortable because he knew that was my man. And his girlfriend, fiancé, was very angry. She was like, babe, why are you here? Go there. I know we'll bring you. I said, no, I will not go there. Please, guy, I'm not married. Leave me alone. We moved at some point and we left. When I was leaving, I waved him. I'm like, I will let you know when I'm home because I just wanted him to relax, rest. I'm not here to cause a scene. I don't have energy. I am so non-energetic to things that affect my peace. I'm very selective with my battles. I'm a fighter and I'm a troublesome person. But darling, I know how to choose my battles. That's one of the wisdom that God gave to me. Now, I went out of there. Mind you, I did not call him to let him know I was home. I just went home. I didn't mind my business. He was the one that tried to explain giving me different stories. Now, I don't want to, dwell on that. Fast forward to the present now. Someone has asked me a question. If it were to be you that the side chick was doing this, disrespecting you, what will you do? Darling, it can never be me. It can never. I took my time to give you this gist about my past because I wanted you to peep into who I used to be and who I am. Darling, we get better with age. We women are like wine. We get better as we age, darling, in case you do not know. Now, when I was young, wild, a fighter, a crazy person, we know they use eye, see wahala, waka pass. I still knew in my madness and my wickedness and my atrocities and my insultive, disrespectful ways, say them know they fight over man. I still stuck to that code of conduct. Say, they negotiate with your self-respect. I stuck with it as a wild, stupid young girl. I'm now a woman. I'm in my 30s. You think that in this age, I got married when I was 23. So I did what I did there before I was 23. And I'm in my 30s. And you are asking a woman of such strong character if there would ever be a time in this life that a side chick would have the guts and the audacity to insult her. I tell you, it's not a possibility. You help me see it. Where is the chance? Where is the energy? You women spend good time where you would take to build yourselves. Listen to messages, podcasts, courses. Apply for physical classes that will enhance you, or at least the ones that are online and free. You spend this precious time going through a man's phone, chasing things that cannot profit you physically, mentally, and otherwise. Why would I do that to myself? Listen, if I notice a funny movement that I do not understand from my man, I come to you as my man direct, and I tell you, Obongo, Ete, Papi, my husband, I'm not understanding this movement. I see the way you're moving. I don't like it. If I tell you my mind once, I will do you the honor of saying it again to you the second time because I feel like we are married. And sometimes communication cannot take effect when done once. You need to do it more than once. I will try my best to communicate with you my problem, my pain, and give you the chance to make yourself better. Understand where I'm coming from, where my shoes feel my pain. I will do that. But when I do it and get to a point where I see that it's beginning to make me nag, it's beginning to make me act like a mad person, and you are in no way ready to be better, to help me, that means you don't love me enough. You don't respect me enough. And at this point, I am now going to be ashamed and withdraw my energy. So I say again, darling, these questions you asked me, it can never be me. I can never be in such a... I say, listen when I tell you, I can never in this lifetime, the next one to come and they want to come again, be in this kind of situation. So I don't know if I've answered your question the way that you want. But Rajuno Aya, aka Lolom Bakara, the time that I will use to be snooping, chasing, tracking, tracing, my dear, I will use it to equip, build, guard, protect myself. So before I go, it can never be me. Can I go now?